can I just start off by saying I absolutely love this figure. Okay, so this is my first SH Figuarts figure, and I got this just to see how good it actually was. I've actually heard a lot of good things about Tamashii Nations, and I just never believed them. And after getting this figure, I absolutely do believe them, because this is just an amazing figure. Like, oh my gosh, it just looks like he stepped right out of the anime. And right now I'm just showing you the packaging he comes in, and I'll get into his accessories and everything like that, but here's the figure, and I just absolutely love this figure. And he stands at the tip of his hair. He stands about right underneath 5.5 inches tall. So I mean, he's a pretty good sized figure, and I mean, this is a good impression for me on the SH Figuarts line. I may pick up a few Star Wars SH Figuarts now, because I've been looking at that Mace Windu for a while, and I just haven't been sure. But if it's anything like this figure, yes. So here's a look at all the accessories he comes with, and he comes with quite a few accessories. He comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interchangeable hands, including the ones that's already on him, and 3 interchangeable faces. That's including the one that's already on him. And I paid $40 for this figure, and he comes with this many accessories, and the amount of detail he has is just amazing. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how to change his hands and his faces. So for the hands, it's pretty straightforward. You just take this, and it's stuck on there pretty good, but it's just on a little ball joint right here, and you just take a fist and you just plug it in, and it's as simple as that. Is that I gave him the wrong hand, I think. Did I? No, that's the right hand. Okay, my bad, I got it mixed up. Anyways, to change his faces, you have to unplug the top right here, which makes him look ugly, so don't lose that. And then you just take the face and you unplug it, and then you take the new face and you just take those little slots, plug it into those holes, and voila. And you just take the hair, do the same thing, plug the things in the holes, and voila, you have a new face and a new hand. So it's as simple as that. It took me a little bit to actually learn, because I didn't know that there was instructions included with this figure until after the fact that I learned. But that's about it for interchanging the pieces. Now I just want to go over the figure in detail. Starting off with the top of his head, you can see that it has a good mixture of paint. It has some orange tint in there. You can kind of make it out, and mainly that's supposed to be like a shadowing effect or whatever, which I think looks really cool, really nice, and it just really makes the figure pop. I think it looks absolutely great. And then going into the face, all of his faces have like great detail, and it looks just like it does in the anime. Here's the other one. I'm not going to get the other face out because it's mainly like just with his mouth open like that one, or him smirking or whatever. So I mean, there's not much difference, but you can see, I mean, it just looks great. And going throughout the body, like, it looks, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a train honking its little whatever. Anyways, where was I? Going throughout the figure, like, it looks like it popped out of the anime. Like, it looks really good, and I really like how they did all these muscles and the clothes that are torn apart and everything. Like, I just think it looks so amazing, and the way they incorporated the articulation and hit all the joints, it's just genius. Like, this is a genius figure. Like, the amount of detail, the amount of articulation, just everything that they incorporated with this figure is just genius. And I am absolutely falling in love with the SH Figuarts line based off my first appearance or first outing with them. Now, that's not to say if I get another one it'd be a piece of garbage, but so far it's doing pretty good. Anyways, going down, you can see looks really good. Looks really good on the back. That just everything looks so good on this. I absolutely love this figure. Going over some articulation, his head looks up just a little bit, not much, mainly due to his spiky hair in the back. It kind of hinders some of him looking up, but he can't. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. He can look down just a little bit. Or actually, he can look down pretty good, pretty far. He can rotate his head all around. Whee! Exorcism! And then he has a butterfly joint right in here, but it works just a little bit. You can get a little bit of range of motion. You can see it better from back here, but move it in and you can move it out just a little bit. If they would have, well, I know why they didn't, because it would mess up the way this pec looks. But if they wanted to, they could have incorporated it, and you could have got it to where he can actually do a Kamehameha blast, like all the way, like. But I'll get into that in just a second. Anyways, he could raise his arms up at a perfect 90-degree angle. They can raise up right there. He has a swivel right there underneath the shoulder. He has a double-jointed elbow, which has amazing range of movement there. Let's see, he can rotate his wrists, and they do hinge up and down, side to side. He has a pretty decent amount of movement right here at the diaphragm joint. He can crunch over pretty far, but he cannot go like arches back too much. He also has a waist swivel down here. Let's see, he can he can do the splits about that far, which is pretty good. He can kick his legs up pretty good. Like, he could do some pretty good martial arts poses, and he can kick it back pretty good. So pretty awesome. And you can see, like, this is two different joints. There's one right here at the crotch piece right here, and then it connects, and it's on like something that makes it get all that range of motion. And then there's like a ball hinge or something right in there where he can kick in and out and all that. So it's, like I said, it's done geniusly. And then going down to the knee, he has a double jointed knee. And then let's see, anything, nothing down there. He can move his feet back that far, kick back not much. He has some toe articulation, and of course, well, yeah, pop that back on. He does have a little bit of ankle pivot, not a lot, without his foot falling off. Anyways, that's it for articulation, and it's pretty good. And like I was saying about the Kamehameha blast, I mean, you can get it done. Like, I don't have the right hands on for him to do it, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. Hold on. Anyways, I'm an idiot. You can get it done. I guess I didn't play with it enough, but I did. I was able to move that butterfly joint just a little bit more. I guess what I was talking about is that it was just too tight whenever I first got it out of packaging, so it wouldn't go the full range of motion. But you can get him in a good, or he's starting to get his chakra together, chi, whatever it is, together to make the blast. But you can get him in some pretty awesome poses. Like, the only thing that can make this figure even better is if he came with like a stand or something, like some of the other figures do, or even came like a blast effect like some of the other figures in the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z line has. But overall, I have no complaints about this figure. I love everything about this figure, and that's my final thoughts on it. It's just to me, this is a flawless figure. It's perfect. And if this figure hadn't been released in 2015, this would be the #1 spot for 2016. Whenever I do my top 10 figures of 2016, this would be #1 if it hadn't have been released in 2015. Anyways, there's not much I can say. This figure is a perfect figure. It gets a A+, 100 out of 100. Just amazing. And the price was $40, and all of it was worth it. This is just a piece of art right here, and it looks so good being on my shelf. Can't wait to get more of these. The next one I'm going to pick up is probably going to be Vegeta or Piccolo, because Piccolo is my favorite character, or one of them at least. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, doesn't bother me. And also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more awesome content.